Good morning, everybody. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing this morning? Okay, hi everyone, my name is Becky and I work here at the Courtyard. I'm one of our education officers. I'm so excited this morning because we are going to kickstart our World Book Week with one of my favourite tales, which is the Gruffalo's Child. So I am so excited to share this story with you. We have a whole week of workshops where we're bringing to life our favourite texts and celebrating our favourite authors. And we've also got a couple of local authors as well. So just before we get started, I'm just going to leave it a couple of minutes in case anybody else wants to log in. But before we start, if you just make sure that you've got a little bit of space to work in. If you need to grab a drink, please do so because it might be thirsty work before we start turning into little Gruffalos. And if you just make sure that in the space there's nothing fragile around. So if your mum's precious vase is on a table, you might want to move it. You probably don't want to knock it. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes in case anybody else logs in. If you want to comment and say hello, please do. That would be brilliant. And we will get started in just a moment. Okay, great. So we're going to get going. So to start off with, we're going to start off with a little bit of a stretch. So you might need a little bit of room for this one. So I'm going to move back a little bit. And to start off this morning, we're going to stretch up nice and high. And we're going to move on to our tippy toes. So we're even taller. And we're going to stretch one arm. And the other arm. Fantastic. Both arms and stretch even higher. Amazing. And we're going to bend those wrists and those elbows, arms, feet, head. And we're going to roll all the way down to the floor. Fantastic. We're going to try and stretch our legs and we're going to try and touch our toes. Just go as far as you can go. I'm sure you're much more flexible than me though. So we're going to stretch those legs, stretch those toes. 1, 2, 3, go. Fantastic. And we're going to go back down to the floor. And we're going to stretch our legs, touch our toes. Are you ready? Go! And we're going to roll all the way up. Brilliant. We're going to do that once more. So stretching up. Onto our tippy toes. Stretch one arm. And the other arm. Both arms. And stretch even higher for me. So you're as tall as a tree. And bend those wrists, those elbows, those arms, those feet, head, all the way down. So disappear from the camera. Can you stretch those legs and stretch those toes? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, stretch. And back down to the floor. We're going to stretch those legs, touch those toes, just go as far as you can go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, stretch. And roll all the way up. Fantastic. Can you wiggle your magical fingers for me? There's lots of magic this morning, on this Monday morning. Amazing. Can you circle the wrist for me? Round and round. And we're going to move those circles into our elbows. And stop. And we're going to go the other way. Fantastic. We're going to roll our shoulders back. Nice big circles. And forwards. If you can, one forwards, one backwards. This one's a little bit tricky. Good. And shoulders up. And back down. And shoulders up. And down. One up, one down. And the other way. And the other way. Hands up, both down, fantastic. Can you stand on one foot for me? Let's test that balance. We're going to circle the ankle around and around. And we're going to move into the knee. Brilliant, and shake the leg out for me. Shake, 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 shake. And swap over, stand on the other foot. Circle the ankle round and round. And into the knee. And shake the leg out. Shake, 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 shake. Brilliant. I would like you to shake the whole body for me. Everybody ready? Big shakes, go, shake. And everyone freeze. And shake really hard for me, go, shake. Freeze. And this time, can we do little tiny shakes? Little tiny shakes. And freeze. Really tiny shakes, go! Tiny shakes. And freeze. And we're going to do really big shakes again, as big as we can, go! Shake. Freeze. Really tiny shakes. Tiny. Good. Really big shakes. Really tiny shakes. Really big shakes. Really tiny shakes. And freeze. Brilliant. Well done. Can everyone go high and low? Good. We're going to turn around. And they're going to touch the ground. Good, so we're going to go up and down, turn around, touch the ground, even faster. Up and down, turn around, touch the ground. Up and down, turn around, touch the ground. Can you go even quicker? Try not to get too dizzy. Ready? Up and down, turn around, touch the ground. Up and down. Turn around, touch the ground, let's go, up and down, turn around, touch the ground. Fantastic, guys. If you need to grab a drink, please do. Well done. Whew, I'm just going to grab my seat. Well done, guys. Okay, good stretches there, well done. Hope you're all feeling a little bit warmer, but we're going to carry on warming up by doing a little bit of scavenger hunt. So I would like your help with this one. Oh, God, I'm definitely warm now. So I would like you to comment along with me. At the moment, I can't see the comments. It might be because nobody's commented yet. So if you could say hello this morning, that would be brilliant. I'm going to try and sort my computer out. I'm not very good at technology, so I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to ask you to find different items around your house, okay? So I'd like you to run as fast as you can to find these items. There's no right or wrong to these items. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Hello. Fantastic. I'm glad to know it's not just me. Thank you. So I'd like you to run as fast as you can to find all of these different items. So the first one, can you find something that is green? Off you go. I'm going to put a little bit of music in the background. So can you find something that is green? Oh, loads of comments now. Oh, brilliant. So hi, Tori. Hello from Lily. Hello, Emma. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Annika. Hello, Lily and Danny. Leela and Danny, sorry. Hello, Georgiana. Hello from Garway Primary School. And hello, Alec, as well. Thank you so much. Okay, so run as fast as you can. Find something green. Once you've found something green, can you tell me what that item is? I'm wondering what you can find in your house that's green. Hello, Lena and Jack. You might find a plant. You might find a vegetable. It's up to you. Okay, have you all found something green? Can you let me know what that item is? Oh, a pen, a green pen, very nice. Lily's got a dragon, a green dragon. Dinosaur, that's a good one. Thank you, Charlie. Okay, I think we're ready for our second item now. So, everybody ready? The next thing I would like you to find is something that is soft. Off you go. Can you find something that is soft? Run as fast as you can. Go, go, go. Or for the green ones, we've got a plant crocodile music toy from Charlie. Hannah's found a green bag, very nice. Hello, Sophie, Ted and Billy. They've got a green pot, cushion and headphones. Wow. We've got a tractor, green wooden person. Teddy's got his Power Ranger, amazing. Tractor, a pretend lettuce. Please don't eat that pretend lettuce. And we've got a book there, fantastic. So our next one, we're trying to find something that is soft. It could be a cushion, could be a cuddly toy. Teddy there from Emma. A pink monkey. Oh, that sounds very cute. Lily's got her blanket. Freddie has his dog. Oh, very cute. I'm sure your dog would love to do drama with this morning. Onesie. Oh, yes. I'm wondering how many of you are doing drama in your onesie right now. Soft teddy dog. Hi, Imogen. Benji has his teddy. Brilliant. Okay, a few more seconds on our soft item and we're going to move on to our next one. Hello, Ludo and Thea. Soft dog bed jumper and cushion. Kitty says, my dog. Amazing. Okay, we're going to move on to our next item. Can you find something that has a strong smell? Something that has a strong smell. It might be a smelly sock. It might be your dog again, maybe. Might be, what has a strong smell? Might be a lemon. Hello from Alice. I think she's got a cuddly bear there for something soft. Teddy's got a fluffy fox. Oh, we've got a cuddly leopard there from Charlie. Amazing. Great stuff. So can you find something in your house? Something that has a strong smell. I'm looking forward to what these ones are. Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds for that one. That one's quite a tricky one. Hazel put, my brother smells. Oh, garlic. That's a good one. That's definitely got a strong smell. Benji's got a smelly dog. Smelly soap. That's very nice. Lena and Jack have got blue cheese and onion. Whew, 2 strong smells there. Dog again. Freddie has his dog's toy. Oh, a lavender unicorn. That smells very nice. Hello from Jessica. She's got a bath bomb. Well done, Jessica. Coco, our dog. Amazing. Thank you, Emma. Okay, we're going to move on to our next item. Our next item is something that begins with the letter C. Can you find something that begins with the letter C? So a curly cur. Off you go. Teddy got some lip balm. A muddy shoe from Charlie. Gravy granules. Yeah, they've got a really nice smell actually. It reminds me of Sunday dinners. Okay, so our next one is something that begins with C, a curly cur. Off you go. What can you find? We've got a cat there. Good, you might find cats, you might find item of clothing maybe. Another cat there from Rianne. Lily's got a cup. Good one. Oh, I wish I had a cup of tea right now. Charlie, my brother, from Oscar. A cup from Emma there. We've got a card from Ted and Billy. Oh, Coco, my guinea pig. I wonder how many animals we can get into this workshop today. Cake. Good one there, Rosie. Hayley has a coin. Benji's got a cultivator, a candle. Oh, that would work for the nice smelling one as well. Okay, amazing items there, guys. Freddie's got a cookie. Oh, cake and cookie. Brilliant. A big cat from Charlie. Some great suggestions there. Well done. Good finding. Good scavenger skills. Okay, the last one is, can you find something you would find in the bathroom? Off you go, guys, as quick as you can. Run to the bathroom. What can you find in there? Jessica's got her toy car there for something beginning with C. Chameleon. That's a good one. Let's start our music again. So what can you find in the bathroom? It might be a toothbrush, might be shampoo. We've got cheese there from Matty. I'm hoping that's for something beginning with C, not something you find in the bathroom. You might like to have a little snack on cheese while you're in the tub though, who knows? We've got a toothbrush there from Sarah. Soap, brilliant. Some more soap. Hannah found some toilet roll. Some soap there from Emma. Sponge from Matty. Fiona and Jack found a toothbrush. Oh, Benji's got his toy boat. Brilliant. Tap. Peppa Pig soap. Well done, Charlie. Shampoo there from Scar. Sophie, Ted and Billy have got toothbrushes and toothpaste. Great stuff. I'll just give you a few more seconds on this one. Kitty's got bath bubbles, got toy mermaid there. Teddy's got a loo roll as well. We've got the sink from Peter there. Freddie's found a plug. Toy mermaid there. Fantastic. So keep all of those items safe because you might need to put them back afterwards, yeah? Okay, well done, everyone. So we're going to stop there with our scavenger hunt because we're now going to read the story of the Gruffalo's child. So this is one of my favourite stories. This is the second story to follow on from the Gruffalo, and it's by Julia Donaldson. So I'm going to read it through to start off with. If you would like to join in with the different actions, the different voices, please do. And afterwards, we're going to try and bring it to life with different movements. So to start off with, we're just going to read through the story and then we will bring it to life. So make yourselves really comfy. Get yourselves ready, get those cushions, get that onesie on, get snuggled in a blanket, whatever you'd like to do. And we're going to start reading our story. So I'm going to try and make sure that I get the angle right for this. Try and make sure I get the book in. I'm not very good at this, guys. Please forgive me. I'm going the completely wrong way, aren't I? There we go. Okay, so the Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? So here we have, I'm going to try and show you, our big Gruffalo, and we have our tiny Gruffalo, who you might spot is also holding the stick man as well. So we're going to turn the page. I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and he scratched his head. Can you all scratch your head at home? Can you all be thinking, trying to remember what that big bad mouse said? Scratch your head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong. Can you all show me your muscles? Show me those strong muscles. His scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. He sounds very scary, this mouse. We're going to turn the page. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored. Can anyone snore for me? The Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave. So she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. So I'll try and show you our little Gruffalo there. Off she goes, sneaking off. And we have our Gruffalo snoring as well. Oh, big hello to all the children at Clee Hill Community Academy. Hello to you all. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday morning. So go to 10 page. And, aha, aho, a trail in the snow. Whose is this trail and where does it go? That phrase we might hear more than once, so if you'd like to join in at home, please do. A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? So have a look at that tail. Do you think that is the tail of a big bad mouse, or do you think it is a different creature? Let's find out. Let's turn that page. Out slid the creature. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. So there we have our baby Gruffalo. Oh, sorry. And we also have our snake. Our big hello to all the children at Ashperton Primary School as well. I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. So we're going to turn the page. and who will we meet next? Aha, aho, marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? 2 eyes gleamed out of a tree-top house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Have a look at those eyes. Do you think those are the eyes of our big bad mouse up in the tree? Let's turn the page, let's find out who it is. Down flew the creature. His tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse. To who? Not I, but he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast, and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. So there we have our owl and our Gruffalo. And our little Gruffalo is out exploring in the forest again. Brilliant. Let's turn the page. Who will we meet next? So can everyone say, aha, aho? A track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? So have a little look at this picture. Do you think that is a big bad mouse? Let's turn the page, let's find out. Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, his whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree drinking Gruffalo tea. Can you all drink your cup of tea? You might decide to slurp it. What does your tea taste like? It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse. So we've got our baby Gruffalo there with the fox. And our Gruffalo is starting to wonder, does this big bad mouse even exist? Good. Good, turn the page. But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. So there we have our Gruffalo. And the Gruffalo has found our mouse. What do you think of that mouse? Do you think it looks big and bad? Let's turn the page, let's see what happens next. Wait, said the mouse. Before you eat, there's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you'll let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend so bad and big. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse. So he does exist. The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned and then said, just wait and see. So can you predict what happens next? Who do you think is so big and bad that we are going to meet next? I think our Gruffalo is very excited to see who it is. Let's turn the page. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. So can you see what's happening there? So we've got our big bad mouse up in the tree behind the moon. And down there we have our big bad mouse. Our Gruffalo looks very scared. And we can see the nut as big as a boulder. Very good, turn the page. The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Aha, aho, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? So there we have our Gruffalo running away. Can you all run on the spot for me? Good, running away from our big bad mouse. And our small little mouse is smiling, looking at those footprints. Great, let's turn the page. The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a little less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. So there we can see our mouse following those footsteps. Our little Gruffalo is back with her dad, and she's feeling a little less bored, a little less brave. She's making herself very comfy. Just turn the page. And to finish, and the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. So can you all finish with a big snore? Good. And can you see our little mouse is watching there as well? Rianne is like, I like this book. I'm glad you do, because it's one of my absolute favourites. So fantastic work there, guys. So our poor little Gruffalo didn't in fact meet a big bad mouse. Can anybody tell me, what did the little mouse do? What did the Gruffalo find? Begins with an S. She found a big Does anyone know? So she found a great big shadow. And our baby Gruffalo was scared of that shadow. So it was a very clever mouse there. Fantastic work. I hope you all enjoyed that reading, because we're now going to bring it to life. So it was the shadow. Well done, Claire. You worked that out. Well done. So we're going to find space, and I'm going to ask you to move around the space as those different characters. Well done, Alec. Well done, Sarah. Well done, Rosie. You've all figured out it's the shadow. Well done, Emma. So great skills there. Well done. Well done, Peter. So I'm going to give you a character. I'd like you to move around the space as that character. Again, there is no right or wrong to how you do this. Your mouse might move very differently to another mouse, and that is okay. I would like to see your interpretation this morning. When I say freeze, I would like you to make a frozen statue as your character. So when we make frozen statues, we think about two things. So we think about the shape of our bodies. So is our character upright because they're feeling brave? Are they very small because they might be worried and scared? So think about the shape of your bodies. And the second thing I would like you to think about is your facial expressions. So what kind of face might your character make? Are they feeling shocked? Are they feeling really happy? Are they feeling really worried? So I'd like you to think about the shape of your bodies and also your face as well. So to start off with, I'm just going to put a little bit of woodland music in the background. Imagine we are in the woods of the Gruffalo. So to start off with, can you move around the space as a tiptoeing Gruffalo? So our Gruffalo is out exploring and she's tiptoeing through the woods. I'm going to do this with you. I'm just going to move my chair. So can you tiptoe through the woods? You might be looking out for that mouse. Good, keep tiptoeing. And I would like you to freeze as our tiptoeing Gruffalo in 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Good. So what shape have you made with your bodies? And what face is your baby Gruffalo doing as well as she's tiptoeing through the woods? Brilliant. So the next thing I would like you to do is a slithering snake. So how would your snake slither through the woods? You might decide to go onto the ground, you might be low, your snake might be high up in a tree maybe. So how does your snake slither? What face do they make? Okay, off you go, we're slithering around the space. What would your snake do if they saw a baby Gruffalo? So keep slithering around the space for me. You might decide to go really high. You might decide to go really low. Good, and we're going to freeze in a frozen statue in 3, 2, 1, and freeze as your snake. Good, again thinking, what shape have you made with your bodies? And what face are you making as your snake? Hayley was poking her tongue out. That's a great suggestion there as our hissing snake. Well done. I bet that looked great. Okay, next one. Can you be a flying owl for me? So can you fly around the space as our owl? How is this shape different from our tiptoeing Gruffalo? Off you go, guys. So soaring around the space as our owl. Do you move very quickly or are you gliding very slowly? It's up to you. Gliding around the space as our owl. What face might our owl make when they see the Gruffalo? Are they interested? Are they shocked at seeing the Gruffalo? It's up to you. So we're gliding around the space. And I would like you to freeze as an owl in 3, 2, 1, and freeze as an owl. My owl is going to be very high up in the air. I'm looking down at my Gruffalo. Good. I wonder what shapes you are all doing. I bet you're doing a wonderful job though. Lily is hooting. Great. Yeah, do some sound effects as well. That'd be fab. Okay, next one. Can you be a sneaky fox? So we've got our fox who is feeling very cunning and very sneaky. So can you be a sneaky fox for me? I'm just going to start our woodland music again. We've got Hayley who's gliding very slowly as our owl, very elegant, beautiful. So we're now going to be our cunning fox. I might sneak very slowly, keeping an eye out for any Gruffalos I might see. You might have some whiskers maybe. Maybe your nose is twitching. Good. And I would like you to freeze as your fox, your cunning sly fox. In 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Good. I wonder what you're doing with your foxes. Have you got a big tail? Are you crawling on the ground? Or are you quite high because you're a very confident fox? Hayley's being a sneaky fox there, sneaky, I like it. And the last one, I would like you to move around space as a brave mouse for me. So can you show me your tiny mouse who's feeling very brave? So how might your brave mouse move around the space? Lily is showing her teeth as her fox. That's quite a scary fox. I would not like to meet that fox in the woods. Great suggestions there. So this one, we are tiptoeing around. You might be holding your acorn maybe. But I'm feeling quite brave. If I see a Gruffalo, I'm not worried. I know how to outsmart that Gruffalo. So how might you move around your forest? You might stop and take a little bite of your acorn. Great. And can you freeze as your brave mouse in 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Great stuff. What are you doing with your mouse? What is the shape of your body? And what facial expression are you doing as well? Lily is wiggling her nose there as a little mouse. That is a great suggestion there. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to pause there. So each of you have just brought to life each of the characters from the Gruffalo. You've thought about how to bring them to life with your movements and with your faces and how to freeze them as well. So well done, guys. I think we even have some sound effects in there, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to grab my seat again. If you would like to grab a drink, please do. Brilliant. Sarah says Hayley is snuffling there. That's a good word, snuffle. I like that. Fantastic. Thank you for commenting as well. It's really nice to do this workshop with you and with your feedback. So this is fantastic. So the next thing I would like us to do is I would like us to explore our characters a little bit more, but I'd like to know what ideas you guys have got as well. So I'm going to give you the start of a sentence and I would like you guys to finish it. So, if I was a Gruffalo, my favourite thing to eat would be, so if I was a Gruffalo, I think my favourite thing to eat would probably be, what would I like to eat? Probably eating a big cake, because I just love cake. So if I was a Gruffalo, I'd probably eat a big cake. Don't know how many cakes I would find in the woods, but what would your Gruffalo like to eat? So if you were a Gruffalo, what would be your favourite thing to eat? Can you comment? So it's really good that we're finishing our sentences here, doing some little bit of literacy here, using those skills. So if you were a Gruffalo, what would be your favourite thing to eat this morning? You might decide to eat some cereal. You might find some leaves in the woods. You might try and eat the mouse, maybe. Lily would be eating a birthday cake. That's a great suggestion. I'm with you on that one. Lauren's put Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, who wouldn't want to eat a Yorkshire pudding? Leaves from Rosie there. Ice cream from Eva. Lots of grass. That is a great suggestion. I think you'd find lots of grass in the woods there. Trees from Charlie. A watermelon from Rianne. Cereals. Oh, this is making me very hungry, guys. Pasta and cookies from Sophie, Ted and Bill. Samuel would eat the big bad mouse. You're going to have to tell me, how does he catch the big bad mouse? Teddy says chocolate cake, sausages from Lexi, and pizza from Ruby. Oh, I'm definitely hungry now. Our Gruffalo must be very hungry as well. Okay, in my spare time, I would like to, so what would our Gruffalo like to do in their spare time? So if our Gruffalo is not sneaking around trying to find little mice, what would our Gruffalo like to do? If you've seen the book, you might see that there's some cave drawing. So I think my Gruffalo would like to draw in the cave or play with the stick man, potentially. What would your Gruffalo like to do? I think we've got a couple more suggestions for what our Gruffalo would like to eat. We've got chocolate. Oh, yes, definitely. From Alice. Strawberries from Charlie. Well done, Charlie. That's very healthy. Much better than the cake that I suggested. Lexi's put her Gruffalo would read a book. Brilliant. I think, yeah, Gruffalo might be reading the Gruffalo. Might be like, oh, yeah, I'm in this amazing book. Georgiana says sleep. Yeah, I think that's important. Getting enough sleep there. Playing Barbies from Alice. I would love to see a Gruffalo playing Barbies. Lily said play on the seesaw with the mouse. Playing basketball. Play with the stick man. Great suggestions. Teddy says he would go swimming. Oh, I think there should be a third book. What does the Gruffalo get up to in the spare time? I think these are great suggestions. Butterfly pasta with cheese. That does sound good. That's definitely something good to eat. Sleeping and snoring. I like that you've added the snoring in there. Great detail. Run around, says Ruby. Lena and Jack would climb bales. Great suggestions. So we've looked at our Gruffalo. So we're now going to move on to our slithering snake. So if you were a slithering snake, your favourite thing to eat would be, what would your snake like to eat? So my snake would probably try and eat the Gruffalo. My snake would probably be very sly, very sneaky. I think my snake would try and eat the Gruffalo. What would your snake try and eat? So it could be anything you like. Hayley would try and catch the mouse. Our poor mouse. I think there's quite a few characters that might try and eat him. So what would your snake like to eat? Again, it could be something like cake, if you'd like. It could be something from the woods. Rianne says a book. Yeah, maybe the snake is trying to get the Gruffalo's child book. That would not be very nice. Gruffalo pie from Charlie. Lily said he'd eat leaves. That's another great suggestion. Rosie says the snake would try and eat humans walking through the woods. Dun, dun, dun. We've got spiders from Ruby, apples from Eva. Teddy says loads of meat. An owl ice cream. My sister from Alice, your poor sister. I hope you're going to protect her from the snake. We've got the mouse, grass. Luke said ice cream. Ginny said sweets and a whole bar of Toblerone. Does that mean that your snake would then be triangular after eating the whole Toblerone? I don't know. Okay, moving on. So our snake, in your spare time, what would your snake like to do? So, would your snake like to slither around the woods? I think my snake would be keeping an eye on all the other characters. I think he'd be keeping an eye on the owl. What is the owl up to? He'd be keeping an eye on that mouse. He might be plotting a way to get the mouse. So what would your snake like to do in their spare time? What do you think? So what are your suggestions? What would your snake like to do in their spare time? Sunbathe. Yeah, that's a great suggestion there, Lexi. I think especially with this lovely weather we've been having as well, that'd be fab. I can imagine our snake sunbathing in the woods. That'd be very nice with some little sunglasses on. Any other suggestions? What would your snake like to do? When they're not eating a Toblerone, when they're not eating spiders, they would like to slither down the slide. I like the alliteration you've got there. That's a wonderful sentence. So slither down the slide. Swimming from Alice, again, nice bit of alliteration, very clever. So a swimming snake, good. Napping, plotting a plan to eat the mouse. Yeah, I'd like to know what that plan is. Draw pictures with his fangs. That's a wonderful suggestion there. Lena and Jack said their snake would slide down on the tree house slide. That sounds like a lot of fun. Slither around there from Ruby. Alice says play hide and sneak. I can imagine our snake would be very good at playing hide and sneak. Hide and sneak? Hide and seek. Peter says our snake would sleep as well. Good, lots of S's there, I like it. Okay, so because of time, we're going to leave it there for those characters, but what you might like to do is to go through each character of the Gruffalo and you can create your own character sentences. So think about, if you were the owl, what would you like to do in your spare time? What would you like to eat? If you were the Gruffalo's dad, what might you like to do? It might be very different to our baby Gruffalo. So you can do that in your own spare time. But thank you so much for your suggestions this morning. They are fantastic. Stanley has said shopping. Rianne has said play, definitely. And Becky said, oh, steal from the mouse from Eva there. Dun, dun, dun. Our sneaky snake trying to steal from the mouse. Guys, you've been absolutely fantastic this morning. Thank you so much. And because you've all worked so hard, I think it's only right that we play a game to finish. So, I'm going to play a quick game of Gruffalo Says. So it's a little bit like Simon Says, but we're going to play it with the Gruffalo. So I would like you to repeat every action I do if I say Gruffalo Says. So if I said Gruffalo Says, hands on your head, you would do that action because it's what the Gruffalo says. If I said Gruffalo Says, hands on your shoulders, you would tap your shoulders because the Gruffalo has told you to do it. If I said, wiggle your fingers, you are not going to wiggle your fingers because the Gruffalo has not told you to do it. Okay, so we wouldn't wiggle our fingers. I'm going to try and be as sneaky as our snake. I'm trying to try and catch you out. So try and not let me catch you out. I'm sure you guys will be on the ball this morning though. So I'm just going to move back so I've got a little bit of space. You might like to find a little bit of space as well. And to start off, we'll go quite slowly, just to get used to it. So, Gruffalo says, hands on your head. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Gruffalo says, hands on your knees. Gruffalo says, wiggle those fingers. Gruffalo says, wiggle those hips. Touch your elbow. I hope you didn't do that last action because the Gruffalo didn't tell us to do it. How many of you didn't get caught out? Okay, we're going to move on to round two. So I'm going to move slightly quicker this time. Gruffalo says, hands on your heads. Gruffalo says, touch your toes. Gruffalo says, hands on your hips. Gruffalo says, turn around. Gruffalo says, wiggle those fingers. Shake your hips. I hope you stayed wiggling your fingers because the Gruffalo did not tell you to shake those hips. Okay, moving on to round three. I'm going to move slightly quicker again. How many of you can I try and catch out this morning? So, a little bit quicker again. Gruffalo says, hands on your heads. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Gruffalo says, hands on your knees. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Gruffalo says, hands on your knees. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Gruffalo says, hands on your knees. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Gruffalo says, hands on your knees. Hands on your shoulders. Did you keep your hands on your knees or did you keep your hands on your shoulders? Rianne says, not me, you can't catch me out. Well done, Rianne. We will play one more round. I'm going to try my hardest to catch you out this morning. So, Gruffalo says, hands on your head. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Gruffalo says, wiggle those fingers. Gruffalo says, turn around. Gruffalo says, jump up and down. Gruffalo says, shake those hips. Gruffalo says, touch your elbow. Gruffalo says, hands on your toes. Gruffalo says, hands on your knees. Gruffalo says, hands on your shoulders. Hands on your head. Did you keep your hands on your shoulders? Did I catch you out? Fantastic work, guys. So, well done. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really hope that you've enjoyed the story. So, that was The Gruffalo's Child by Julia Donaldson. One of my favourite books. I hope that you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for commenting alongside and interacting with all of the exercises. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If there's any bit of this workshop that you missed, don't worry because they will be on the Facebook page afterwards and they will also be uploaded to the Courtyard website as well. If you've really enjoyed today's workshop, you will find an activity sheet on the Courtyard website as well. So you can go to the Courtyard and you can download that activity sheet and you can draw and you can develop those literacy skills by talking all about your Gruffalo as well. So can you design a Gruffalo, which is today's activity sheet? Please tune in for our different workshops this week as well. We've got some fantastic ones for Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2. So we've got Iron Man coming up, we've got Animal Calm, we've got, what else have we got? We've got Room on the Broom, we've got a sensory workshop on Wednesday, we've got Zog on Friday. So all of them are going to be lots of fun. And we also have 2 local authors as well that are going to be joining us on both Tuesday and Thursday. So in those afternoons, we've got a reading from Callie G, and on Thursday, we've got a reading from Alan Stott as well. So not to be missed. All of the workshops are free as well, so please share as much as you can. We want as many young people to enjoy these workshops as possible. So if you need any of that information, please visit the Courtyard Facebook page because all of the listings are on there. Thank you so much for this morning. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Thank you so, so much.